So think you can just waltz into a beating school, drop your dog off, and come back to find them transformed into a perfectly behaved angel? Wake up and smell the kibble, because you're living in a fantasy. The hard truth, the one that no one seems to want to get, is that obedience school isn't for the dog. It's for the owner. That's right, it's for you. The trainer isn't there to teach your dog some new tricks. They're there to train you on how to handle your dog. See, it's never the dog's fault. It's always the owner's. And guess what? That exact same principle applies to your restaurant. So let's break this down restaurant style. You think your restaurant's problems, whether it's slipping standards, lazy staff, dwindling guest counts, you think they're all due to some external factor or bad employees. Think again. It's not the restaurant. It's not the market. It's you. So here's a reality check. Just like a misbehaving pup, if your restaurant is a mess, barking up the wrong tree, or just plain acting up, the first place to look is in the mirror. Who trained them? Who's leading them? Who's setting the standard, or maybe not setting the standard, which is usually the case? That's right, it's you. It's the owner, the leader, the decision maker. Write this down. You are the trainer. Every flaw in your restaurant, every slip up, every complaint can invariably be traced back to a decision that you made, or more likely, that you didn't make. Skipped on staff training? That's on you. Inconsistent dishes? That's your bad. A team that doesn't care? Who hired them? And guess who do they learn that from? You set the tone, you laid a foundation, and you mold the clay. If I went to a potter and he gave me a warped bowl, I don't blame the clay. I blame the potter. So how do you fix this mess? How do you turn it around? How do you go from a chaotic canine kindergarten to a well-oiled machine? First thing you do is you train and train and train and train again. You train them until they can't get it wrong, not just until they get it right. You have to set the rules and enforce them. And here's the thing, you have to live them. Your staff won't follow if you don't lead. Your standards won't hold up if you don't enforce them. And your restaurant won't change if you don't. Seriously, your restaurant won't change unless you start to change. So here are 4 quick tips to take away from today. Number 1, train yourself first. Before you can expect your team to up their game, make sure that they're not playing in the minor league. So get your act together, sharpen your skills, and lead by example. Number 2, consistency is king. Always has, always will be. Just like training a dog, consistency in your restaurant breeds familiarity and reliability. That's the 2 hallmarks of a successful establishment. Whether it's in service, cleanliness, or food quality, maintain high standards and ensure that they are met every time, all the time. Number 3, reward good behavior. Positive reinforcement isn't just for dogs. Recognize and reward your staff who does well. It encourages them to continue and also shows others that good work doesn't go unnoticed. Number 4, correct bad behavior immediately. Letting issues slide just sets a new, lower standard. Address problems in the moment that they arise. Always correct privately, coach personally, and nip those bad behaviors in the butt fast. Remember, a well-trained team, just like a well-trained dog, will perform better, yield higher results, and ultimately make everyone's life easier. And isn't that what we all want? So, time for your training session. If you're ready to stop blaming and start training, if you're ready to take the leash and really lead your restaurant, then it's time to step up to the plate. You need to head over to restaurantcoachmasterclass.com. Grab a seat at my free 2-hour live training. We're going to dive deep into how you can train yourself first to be the leader that your restaurant desperately needs, and then how to transform your team into the Michelin star crew that you know deep down that they actually can become. Don't wait for another review to bite you in the ass. Take the lead today, now, and show them how it's done. Your restaurant, your rules, your